and apparently Stitch. It's very hot in this Stitch outfit, so I'm probably going to be taking this off in a minute and just wear my shirt for the live stream. I'm going to be making some grilled cheese. Not that I need to demonstrate that for you. I'm sure everybody knows how to make grilled cheese sandwiches. It's not rocket science. But I just thought it was time to have another live stream in the chat. My other one went real well last time, so I thought, why not? Give it a shot. See who comes on. Most of the time I get gamers in here who I don't know who they are. They're not the common people that come into my room. And yes, we have people to thank for that from several years ago for ruining my channel. But you know what? The people that ruined my channel, you taught me a lesson about not divulging my entire life story. Because someday someone may enter your life who isn't benevolent and kind like the other people were. And they may just take it and run with it and destroy you. Or seek to. So yeah, lesson learned. Thank you so much for that. People that are not nice to you also teach you lessons. Just remember that. So if you're going through a hard thing, then, you know, maybe there's something you're supposed to learn from it. Hello, Mary. How are you? Good to see you. So, prayers for my foster mom. I messaged her on the camera chat on Facebook. She was laying down flat in the bed, and I said, "Oh, you're sleeping. What's going on?" Because usually she's up and spry and, you know, having a good old time, and we just have a nice lively chat. And she's kind of feisty like me, so we kind of pick at each other and, you know, have a good spar back and forth. Well, she wasn't sparring with anybody. She was not doing well, people. She was not doing well at all. Um, she went in for an angiogram to test her heart, and they told her right then and there that if we see anything that we need to deal with, we're going to be doing an angioplasty. So, voila, she got surgery right after she had the angiogram test. They went right in and did the surgery. Unfortunately, she's not recovering well. I asked her what happened, and it was kind of like she couldn't really explain to me. She's like, "Well, yeah, they brought me in for the thing, and then they did the other. I don't know. I'm sorry. I said, I get it, Mom. I understand. It's my foster mom. You're not recovering well. You're not healing coming out of the anesthesia. Something's going on." She's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." I said, "No, it's fine. I'll talk to Papa later about it." Well, I talked to him, and we didn't know what was going on, but he took her temperature. It was 102, and she was apparently delusional from after the surgery. My sister told me, my foster sister, and so they put her in the hospital. So please, yeah, of course. I mean, I wouldn't be much help. She's in the hospital right now. I wish I could be, you know, with her in the hospital to make sure everything's going well and stuff. I did pray. I said a prayer for her right away, that everything would heal up properly, that the doctors would have wisdom and all that stuff. I'll be right back. I need to grab my grilled cheese makers. I'm here, though, so give me a second. I'm just concerned, and that's why I guess I brought it to YouTube, because when you got a lot on your mind and you want to just kind of, you know, share with people what's happening because you're a bit frustrated and concerned. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. So, I'm just praying everything goes well and she has a good recovery and nothing bad happens in the hospital and stuff like that. Hi, Jim Kennison. Welcome. Anyway, I'm kind of stuffing my face too because I'm super hungry, y'all. You want some chicken, guys? Of course you do. Here you go. Here you go. Here, man. Alright. So, yeah, that's what happened so far. I called my daughter and told her, you'll donate? Oh, okay. I wasn't asking for donations, but, send positive vibes, prayers, whatever you do our way is wonderful. Appreciate anything. I'm not really trying to run a telethon or anything. Just sharing because I decided to go live. And I haven't been live in a while. Ah, I forgot my bread. Hold on. Can't have grilled cheese sandwiches without bread. Doesn't work very well. Let's see where it is. Where's my bread? That's not my bread, but I guess it'll work. Oh, that works, yeah. 80 calories a slice, not bad. Okay, I was trying to go for the lower calorie bread here. I'm not eating a raw egg. You don't need to donate anything. I'm not looking for donations. Okay, anyway. So that's what's happening over here. And like I said, I'm just making grilled cheese. I'm going to make some tomato soup to go with it. That's what we're having tonight. My husband is chilling in the other room, getting ready to eat some dinner. 20. Huh? Oh, you like my Kirby sweatshirt? No, this is Stitch. This is Stitch. This isn't Kirby. Yeah, wrong character. It's okay, though. It's actually Matthew's shirt, not mine, but that's okay. Alright. My bread in here. Hi, Super. Super, I hope you're going to say something more than hi. That always drives me crazy about you. You always just say hi, and then you don't talk after that. And I need a conversation going in here. People want me to go live, but then nobody talks when I go live. So I'm like, duh, I don't know what to say.
Laura,
oh, that's okay.
Let up dollar candles.
I
Laura,
get a
here is your reminder.
I get a kick out of
let up dollar candles.
My Amazon Alexa, which I named Echo because I don't use the female one. I use the male voice. And it's reminding me to light my Havdalah candles, which Havdalah is a Jewish ritual that I do, where I light a candle and say some prayers and stuff. But it sounds like it says, Laura, this is a reminder, light $50 candles. $50. Funny stuff. Okay. Anyway. I knew what it meant. That's all that matters. I was watching a World of Dance video, y'all. Those people are so talented on there. Some of them. Most of them. My gosh, one lady was doing like a Michael Jackson impersonation dance or a tribute or whatever. Ooh, she was good. This crump dancing that they do. I told Matthew, I said, I wish I could crump dance. He goes, you can. It just takes practice. I'm like, yeah, I can't picture me doing that. That would be fun, though. That'd be a fun thing to learn. I don't know anybody around here that teaches crump. But it is fun to watch, and their facial expressions and stuff. And I remember the very first time I watched a crump dance, I was like, why are they making those weird faces while they're dancing? Are they okay? It's all part of it, Laura. That's what they do. That's part of crump dancing. It puts persona into the dance. It makes you feel like, you know, they're coming alive and expressing whatever it is they're trying to express. All right. Plates. Okay. I just caught two of my kitties. I will probably post on YouTube at some point. Two of my kitties were actually getting along. Maverick and Leo were eating side by side. Something I don't see ever. I've never seen the two of them get along like that. So I was super happy and excited about that. So by the way, if anybody's wondering why I'm like so full of energy, no, it's not because I'm hypomanic, because I'm not hypomanic yet. That doesn't happen till after the middle of the month. And I generally will try not to do live streams during that time because, yeah, various reasons. Anyway, I am so excited and alive and full of energy because I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. I decided to try the mouthpiece instead of doing the CPAP right away. And oh my gosh, guys, the difference in my sleep and how I woke up and how I felt when I woke up, amazing. Amazing. And then I took a nap with it in. Same thing. Woke up from the nap. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so good. I feel refreshed. I feel like I actually slept. Yeah, that hasn't happened in a long time, y'all. Not in a long, long time. So, if you are diagnosed with sleep apnea, of course, check with your doctor first. But if you are considering maybe doing something a little bit less, I don't want to say invasive. I don't know if a CPAP machine is invasive, but you want to try something a little different first instead of going right to the CPAP. Talk to your doctor, your dentist, whoever. Look into getting what's called a mandibular advancement device. Now, for me, I have not had to jut out the lower jaw part of the device. I'll show you the device. Hold on. I'll be right back. So you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, here's what it looks like, guys, in case you've never heard of or seen one. It has a cat hair on it. This is a mandibular advancement device. It comes apart like that. It's just a plastic thing. It's moldable plastic, so when you get it, you boil the water, you put it inside the water, it's all put together. You don't take it apart yet. You keep it like that. Put it in the boiling water for a little while, then you take it out, then you put it in cold water, and you bite into it so it molds to your teeth. You bite as hard as you can, as hard as you want to, which is comfortable for you, and then you kind of push it around your mouth. It's just like a bite guard, like when you have grinding of your teeth and stuff at night. It's kind of like that, but this is for snoring and sleep apnea. So then, after you take it out of there, you can snap it together. Now, I snap it directly straight down because this is what I was talking about, adjusting the lower jaw, jutting the lower jaw out. This is what I was referring to. So this is what it looks like. I'll give you a kind of a close-up view. This is the little clip on the side that it clicks into. The top and the bottom click together. You don't have to take it like this and move the lower jaw out more. Like, because they say if your lower jaw is out more like this, you're not likely to have your soft palate collapse and your tongue won't go down your throat and block off your airway. I didn't want to do that because it hurts. It hurts my jaw when I move it even a tiny bit forward because you're repositioning your jaw, and that is not pleasant, let me tell you. So if you don't have to, don't do it. Okay, so I just took it, I snapped it straight down, and then you find the upper part. I always get them mixed up. Like that. See? Huh? And you can see it holds your teeth apart. And there's an air hole. There's air vents here. So the air can come in. You're not going to suffocate or smother or anything with this thing in your mouth. And I don't know exactly how the apparatus works, but it pushes your tongue kind of forward so it doesn't fall back and block your air off. And it avoids your soft palate collapsing while you're sleeping. So you don't snore. It's very hard to snore with this in. I will show you that too, because I tried. Here's Dee Dee demonstrating snoring live on her YouTube channel. Here you go. Watch. You can't do it. Not a full snore. You can do a little bit of snorting, but you won't get a full... You know how people snore? You guys have heard it. You can't do that with this. It won't let you. So, super helpful, especially for your partner, whoever you're sleeping with. Hopefully your wife or husband only. But we won't go there. That's not this live stream. Probably won't ever be a live stream where I talk about that because I don't need to be flamed by everybody doing that sort of thing. But yeah, so super, super helpful. It's about $30-something, I think. I used money. I'm helping my sister-in-law from my former marriage write her life story. She is doing a memoir, and she pays me to help her edit her memoir. So I'm taking that money, and that was part of the money that went to buying that. Okay, so now I have ordered a chin strap next that I'm going to also try. That holds your mouth closed when you sleep. So it'll keep my jaw from, opening too much like that. When it's in there, it'll hold it firmly. and maybe give me a little more support with the apparatus. And if that doesn't, if that's uncomfortable, then I might just go with the mouthpiece and forget the jaw strap. I don't know. But I've ordered one. I'm going to try it. I'll let y'all know how it works. Actually, I think I already told you guys I was going to do this and that I would let you know how it went. So there you go. Now you know. Day 1, successful. Woke up feeling refreshed. Took a nap. Felt refreshed. Wonderful. Doctors and dentists don't want to tell you about these things. Because, they got to make money. Obviously. Everybody knows that. But if you are on a budget, and maybe low budget like I am, it's indispensable to have something like that as an option. So I just thought I would share that. Okay. Anywho, that's that. Now I'm going to make the tomato soup to go with the grilled cheese sandwiches. I need to fill the cat's fountain over here too, because they were looking for some water a little bit ago. What's the matter, super cereal? Cat got your tongue? Say something, I'm giving up on you. Okay. Get some tomato soup. I just take regular sauce for my tomato soup. I throw in some garlic, some onion powder, whatever. And I make me up a nice batch of tomato soup. That's how I make my tomato soup anyway. Other people might have a different way, but that is how I roll. Alright. Anybody have any topics you want to talk about? Politics, religion, controversial subjects, true crime maybe? I really haven't been following true crime, y'all. I don't like crime. Once in a while something will jump out at me, but yeah, for the most part, not really into it too much anymore. Not into sports either, so don't bring up, oh, did you hear who's playing in the Super Bowl or the football game? Nope, and don't care. My theory on football is not a popular one. I think the money, some of the money that they spend paying these guys millions of dollars could be better spent solving the problem of ALS or cancer or multiple sclerosis. Because there's a lot of people out there with a lot of deadly diseases that need the research and don't have the money to be able to do that research. That's where that money should be going, not to pay somebody to chase a ball around. So, yeah, I'm not a sports fan. Not going to become one. So, sorry. Too bad if that is a disappointment to anybody. That's just how it is. Not a football fan. Not a baseball fan. Although, when people say, hey, who's your team? I will say, well, if I have to choose Buffalo Bills, because I'm from Buffalo, New York, and we Buffalonians are pretty faithful about saying that we like the Bills. So, I will say that. I will say the Bills are my team if I have to have a team. But, like I said, I'm not super impressed with that whole idea of money, tons of money going to people playing a ball game when there's people dying of diseases that they need research for. Anywho, that's my thought on that. For what it's worth, and it's probably not worth much. Okay. Alright, it's going to be one of those kind of chat rooms where I talk to myself the whole time and nobody says anything. Oh well. It's either that or the gamer chat room where all the gamers come in and start saying weird stuff to me that doesn't make any sense. So I guess this is a little bit better than that. Need to put some onion in this. I said I was going to put some onion in the tomato soup. Give it a little bit of flavor. Flavor. Or I guess it's Flava Flav. That was what his name was. I wonder whatever happened to that dude. Anybody know what happened to Flava Flav? I used to watch a reality show with him on it. People would go to his house and he would wine and dine them and stuff, and I don't even know all what happened with it. Oh, I don't know if this onion's any good. It looks pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that one. Get out a different onion that looks better. I need to replenish my onions, actually. What did I do with my onion? I have a brand new one. There it is. Forgot about this one. Now, there's an onion, y'all. That's a good onion. That's going right in my tomato soup. So, anyway. What's new? What's shaking? What's happening? I've been in a few of the chit chat rooms for like a short amount of time. Just really nothing that jumps out at me, a reason to stay and fraternize. Just a bunch of gossip, and I don't know. I mean, I guess if it accomplished anything, that'd be great. Like, it'd be cool to have a reconciliation room on here. Like, you got a beef with somebody, come on in and let's talk it out and actually decide to come to some kind of compromise. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Hi, Maria's kitty cats. It's cool watching me cook things. Well, thanks. Okay, maybe I can let you actually watch me cook it. Wonder if there's a way to position this so you can see. See the tomato soup? I know, people like watching me cook. I haven't done that in a while either. What's it say? What do I think about the Diddy case? Very disturbing is what I think about the Diddy case. I don't know a whole lot about it other than he did some really bad things to people and had really weird parties and, you know, a whole lot of creepy stuff that always goes on in Hollywood in some way, shape, or form. He seems to be the kingpin leader of all of it. Well, not all of it, but of a portion of it. And, you know, celebrities you wouldn't even think would be involved in that are. Just, it's disturbing. But honestly, I think that is one of the problems of putting people on pedestals and paying them tons and tons of money. It kind of makes them narcissistic and vain and thinking that they're invincible and can treat people however they want and do whatever they want with people. All ages, all sizes, whatever. Yeah, not cool. Not cool at all. He used to like his rap music? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of TV shows I used to watch that I won't watch anymore because I learned what went on behind the scenes. Even like Little House on the Prairie. Michael Jackson was no prize in my book. That he had to literally scare a little girl to get her to act in a part. No, I'm sorry, that's unethical. Now, back then they didn't have ethics and stuff like we do now, probably to the extent. Kids were always being mistreated on the sets of celebrity things and whatever. But yeah, I used to love Michael Landon. I used to like him on Bonanza. He was Little Joe. I liked him till I heard that one thing about Melissa Gilbert, how, oh, he scared me because he wanted me to act scared, so he would like jump out and do stuff to scare me. No, that's not okay with me. I don't care if you are on a movie, a show, whatever, to freak people out just to get a reaction. I'm not cool with that. So I stopped watching it. I don't watch Little House on the Prairie reruns anymore at all because of that. And also Caroline on there was treated horribly. They didn't think she should get paid as much as she wanted to, but everybody else got like big paychecks and she just wanted her fair share and they wouldn't give it to her. And yeah, it just was bad. Bad treatment of people. I'm not impressed with that, and I'm not going to watch anything like that. So, and I'm not a huge TV watcher, honestly. You know, the one thing I have been watching lately, one of my daughters and I had a conversation about it. Mr. Beast games. Have you guys heard of Mr. Beast? And his game show, his like reality show thing that he does. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I'll boost you back up again here in a minute. Okay. Mr. Beast, in my opinion, is a bit sadistic. Yeah. Like, he gets a little too much thrills out of people suffering. And I don't like that either. So, I've been kind of half-heartedly watching him lately because of that. I don't like when people enjoy people's pain. It's just mean. So many crazy facts. Yeah. I know. But, and I wouldn't have believed a lot of the things I've heard, except they came like straight out of the people's mouths that lived it. So, there really is not a whole lot of refuting what they're saying if they're the ones that lived it. Because, you know, you gotta have some measure of face value trust in what people say, if it's people that you admire, and you don't see a reason why they would lie about it. And then, okay, I was watching, this is going to be very controversial in some ways, and some people care less about what I think about it, and that's okay too. Lauren Daigle, she started out as a gospel singer, a Christian singer, if you will. And now, I guess her concerts are not super Christian anymore. I don't want ginger in my tomato soup. That's gross. So people are having a lot of issue with that, and I like Lauren Daigle's music too. I still kind of like her music, but finding out that there's something like off about her, and she's not like really glorifying her creator with her music anymore. She's kind of compromising in some of her values, and I won't get into details because I'm not trying to alienate people that do certain things that we won't get into. I don't like talking about controversial things anyway. It just causes problems and strife, and I would rather have, I'll just be honest, I'd rather have people like me than have to ruffle feathers all the time, because I'm not on here much, and when I am, I'd rather have peace and just chit-chat sessions, and then I leave and everything's good, and I don't have to have my stomach in knots over that person got mad at me or whatever. I don't like that stuff, so I won't get into any specific, you know, controversies or anything like that about people's lifestyles or whatever. But she is embracing of things that very strictly and clearly go against biblical beliefs and truths, according to us that believe the Bible. So people are pretty upset about that, and they're like, well, isn't she, you know, a Christian anymore? Isn't she a godly person? And, you know, I don't think she really directly answers that per se. I'm not sure. I don't follow her or anything on social media or whatever. But I know a lot of people are very disheartened about the fact that she basically, hold on. I'm going to swallow wrong. Oh, man. They're disheartened about the fact that she seems to have abandoned her roots, her godly roots. And I know people get upset about, well, she's not, you know, saying the name of Jesus or God or whatever in her songs, or so it could be about anybody. Here's my thought about all that stuff. Churches nowadays, they don't really say the true name of the Savior. His name is Yeshua. His name is not J-E-S-U-S. It never has been. It could never be. There were no J sounds or J sound, no letter J in the alphabet that could have even been close to that name. God, you can look up what God means, the literal definition of it. His name is El Elyon, El Shaddai, or Yahweh, either way. And then the Holy Spirit, his name is Ruach HaKodesh. So people don't use those names. Even churches nowadays do not worship Yahweh or Yeshua. They worship Jesus. They worship God, which that's just, I could sit and refute that till the cows come home. It's not going to change. I even go to a Christian church, and that's just how it is. That's the name they go by, Jesus. So does it bother me? Yeah, it does, because it's not his name. So, and I dare to say that. And I know people will be like, well, yes, it is. It's just translated or transliterated or whatever. That's the point. It's not his name. You transliterated it. You translated it. So you changed his name. You gave him a name that's never been his name. So, yeah. However, to keep the peace with everybody, because the majority of people believe that's his name, I will call him Jesus, because otherwise people look at you like, huh? What? Yes, it is. And then you get in a big fight. So, like I said, I don't like controversy. I don't like arguments. I don't like fights. So, I do my best to keep the peace as much as I possibly can. But that is my honest feeling about all that. Okay. And I don't think as long as I live, I could be wrong, I don't think anybody's ever going to call him by his rightful, as we call it, the sacred name, Yeshua. I don't think anybody's ever going to call him that. You're not going to hear songs that sing his name. It's always going to be Jesus. Always. So, But Laura doesn't run the world. Laura knows that, so I don't worry about it. That's just my feeling. I thought I would share that in case I never did share that. I probably have, though. All right, I'm going to go bring this into my husband with a spoon, and then I will be back to finish making my portion of it. 1 minute. I'm going to grab the spoon first. I think we need to buy some spoons, y'all. We are running low on the spoons. Okay, be right back. Hopefully the cats do not jump off your home run. I can cut them if you want. Okay, I should have cut his sandwiches. I didn't even think about it. Oh well. He's okay with it, he said. Okay. Now it's time for my cheese sandwich to be made. I am actually putting some sliced turkey on my cheese sandwich. I'm not just having the cheese. So, and yes, I do still have a dairy allergy, but I do eat dairy in small amounts, and it doesn't really bother me if I keep it to small amounts, which is good. It just depends. It depends what it is. It depends the time I eat it. It depends on a lot of things. But I'm not giving up my cheese sandwiches. It's not going to happen. Okay. Anyway, what do I do with that? I had a knife here. Where did it go? Oh well, whatever. I don't know where my spreader went for my butter. Okay. Who's on? 5 people in here. Alright. I don't know what else I was talking about. Oh, the Yahweh Yeshua thing, yeah. Oh well. Yeah, Laura isn't going to change the world, and she knows that. It's not going to happen. Doesn't mean I like things the way they are, but it does mean that I have accepted the fact that things are the way they are. And there ain't nothing I'm going to do about it. Alright. Put my cheese on the bread. Okay, anybody have a topic you want to talk about? Anything you want to ask me? Whatever you want to know, within reason, I can answer it for you. I have potential of 2 different jobs. One is a customer service type job, and the other one is an office job. And I'm just waiting to hear back from either one. So, that's where we're at on the job department thing. In case anybody was interested to know. That is what's going on with that. Put this on here. So other than that, just hanging out at the Happy Home Front here, chatting with my friends once in a while. Tomorrow I'll be going to church. And that's it. That's all. Okay. So I didn't plan on being on here long anyway, because I always run out of things to say, and then I feel stupid just standing here talking to myself. Do I see any shows concerning scamming? No. I definitely don't, but I did hear something, I think it was this afternoon, about how they are coming out with new, I don't know if it's a law or something, there's a word for it and I don't remember what it is, to stop scam phone calls. Because I do get a lot of scam phone calls. They said Illinois, which is where I'm from, or not from, but where I live, gets like so many thousands of scam calls each year. And yeah, it's just the numbers climbing because people are, you know, shady and do shady things. So they're trying to come up with anti-scamming, spamming, whatever laws to keep people from calling you. And you ever pick up the phone, it rings, you pick it up, and it's like dead on the other end, and all of a sudden you're, may I speak to Laura? Or they get your name wrong. May I speak to Abigail Bronson? Who? Abigail Bronson. Do you know? No, I don't. There's no Abigail here. Oh. Well, it's very important we speak to her. She has outstanding debts we need to settle. Okay, I hope you find her. I mean, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not Abigail. And they come up with some names that I've never heard of. Sometimes they call me a guy's name. Is this George? No, it's not George. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. It's not my name. Oh, well, George needs to call us right away. Okay. Hope he does. I mean, I can't help you with that. Sorry. Pretty funny. My neighbors, like, if I hear them call me, I just hang up the phone on them. I wait. I listen. I let it ring. Or I let it go through. And then if they don't pick up, I hang up. So, yeah, they're elderly people over there, my neighbors. So they want to, you know, head the call off at the pass so they don't have to deal with any riffraff nonsense. But yeah, it cracks me up. That was a good question though, Maria's Kitty Cats. Got any other good questions? Keep the convo going. You're good at coming up with them. I'm glad somebody's asking me something and talking to me. Seriously, guys, you ought to try this. You ought to have a live stream. And especially if you're just starting out, you'll get to experience what I do. And I've actually been on here since 2010, making videos, uploads, and stuff. So I still can't get people to chat half the time, though. Because, like I said, somebody ruined my channel a couple years in a row with crazy stuff they were saying about me. And people believed it and ran with it. And just abandoned me, basically. Whatever. I look at it this way. If you were my friend, you wouldn't have believed the stuff that was being said. You would have come and talked to me about it. You wouldn't have ran with it and said, oh, wow, we don't want anything to do with Dee Dee anymore. So, that's a problem that you have to deal with, not me. I'm fine. I have moved on and I am good. And guys, just because you talk about something does not mean that it still affects you like it always did. It just means you're sharing what happened, facts, you know, it's okay to share facts. Because people will be like, well, Dee Dee, you haven't gotten over it. You're still talking about it. I'm human, and I have feelings. And yeah, it bothered me. And I'm sure the person that did it to me enjoys the fact that it bothers me because they have very little conscience whatsoever. And they prove that every time they come on YouTube. So... But it is what it is, was what it was, and I have moved on past all that. But I just think it's kind of interesting that I used to have hundreds of people in my chat room. And they would all talk. There would be like streaming, you know, the chat would go pretty fast. It wasn't like some people get on here and you can't even like see your comment hardly because it zips right up the screen. It wasn't like that. But it was a lot better than just 2 random people chatting at a time, if they do. Yeah, so, anyway. But that's why I don't come on as often, but when I do come on, I usually get the gamers, like I said. And I'm okay chatting with them. If they want to talk to me, and that's all I can get to talk to me, then I will chat with gamers. I'm a gamer anyway, so. Scammer Payback? I've never seen that show, but I do know there are some YouTubers that when the scammers call them, they scam them back. Like, they'll, like, impersonate people and try to pretend they're not who they are. And I have done that a couple times in the past, where I pretended to be an Indian person or something and kind of threw them off. But then I got kind of blasted on here about, oh, you're prejudiced against Indians. If I'm prejudiced against Indians, then I guess they better stop watching people like Jeff Dunham and other people that imitate all different kinds of things. Like Jeff Dunham, is he prejudiced against old men? Because he's got an old man puppet that he makes the voice for. And Peanut, I'm not sure what kind of puppet that is. I guess that could be debated. I always thought that was kind of a mockery of an African American type person. but I could be wrong. I don't know. Never did the research on Jeff Dunham. He's gotten pretty potty-mouthed and potty attitude lately, so I don't really watch him anymore. Even his mother was pretty embarrassed by the way he was acting. So, not a big Jeff Dunham person anymore. I did sit one day and watch him all day, and I was like shocked and disgusted by a lot of the things that he was doing on his show. So, I decided that it just wasn't for me anymore. Oh, Scammer Payback is a show from YouTube. Okay, I see. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. Oh, I was talking about Mr. Beast and how sadistic he gets. I mean, his show is entertaining for the sake of entertainment purposes, but some of the stunts and stuff he has people doing to compete are just really dangerous, and he just gets a big thrill out of people getting hurt or getting money taken from them or whatever, and I don't like that. So I don't like that vengeance stuff. So here is my grilled cheese and tomato soup. Well, mine's a turkey grilled cheese sandwich. This is my last meal of the day. It's probably pretty late too. Oh, no, I'm good. 5:30, that's not too bad. Yeah. So, I think what I'm going to do is head off of here and go eat my food. There's a chocolate called Mr. Beast? Wow. That's interesting. Alright guys, so I will talk to you on the next live stream. Thanks for hanging with me for a few minutes. About 41 minutes we've been on here, and I appreciate you. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And I'm going to go eat. So, talk to you soon. Bye for now. Bye till the next time.